Sibling Combinator Selector, General Sibling Combinator Selector. I am Asante Patrick Romodo and I'll be your facilitator for this lesson. Let's begin. Okay, so as I said, we'll be talking about General Sibling Combinator Selector. That's our topic for today. What is a General Sibling Combinator Selector? What we've learned already in combinators or combinator selector, we made mention of descendant, we made mention of child, and we made mention of adjacent. We select specific elements in accordance or with respect to their names. Okay, the general sibling selector selects all siblings of a given element. It selects all siblings of a given element. Okay, so that's fine. Let's see. Okay, let's say we have an article element here. Inside of article element we have H1, which contains the content heading. Then we close it here. Inside of the article, the same article, we have A2, then it contains the content heading 2 with its closing tag here. We have a paragraph element which contains paragraph 1 and it is closed here. We have another paragraph element which contains paragraph 2, then we close it here. Then we have our article element finally closed. Let's say we now understand that article is the parent of H1, article is the parent of H2, article is the parent of paragraph 1, article is the parent of paragraph 2. Okay, now we know that H1 is a sibling of H2, H2 is a sibling of paragraph 1, paragraph 1 is a sibling of paragraph 2, and paragraph 2 is a sibling of heading. Okay, heading. That's H1. Now let's say I want to select all the headings, or everything that comes after the heading. Let's say I want to select everything that comes after the heading. Then how do I do that? Okay, that's where your general sibling selector comes into play. We know that the H2, the paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 are basically the siblings of H1. And how do you select that one? You select it by using the general sibling selector. So you write H1. Then how do we specify that these are what the paragraph, these are siblings of our H1 element? So let's see, if we do H1, then we do this sign. It's very important. Okay, it's not that long. Let me try and clean some portion of it. Okay, I think we are good to go now. This sign, then we specify, the element P, then we pass our declaration. Then what does this mean? This means that we are selecting all P elements that are what? Siblings of H1 element. So in this case, we are not selecting just the first paragraph, but we are rather selecting paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, which are what? Siblings of our H1 element, So whatever declaration that we pass here will be applied to all the paragraph inside of our article element, and which is inside of our HTML. Okay, so this in CSS, whatever we do here or whatever declaration we pass here, as I said, will be passed on to all paragraph elements, which are what? Siblings of our H1 element. Okay, for instance, if let's say I rewrite H1, then this sign comes, then H2, it means that H2 is what? A sibling of H1. They get it? And whatever I pass as our declaration will be applied to all H2. If let's say we had more than one H2 element over there or inside of our article or document, then all the H2 elements will have this declaration that we will pass on to this Okay, so that's generally or basically what a general sibling combinator selector does. A general sibling combinator selector does. So this brings us to the end of this lesson. It is one of the shortest, right? Okay, I hope you enjoyed it and you understand everything perfectly well. If you don't worry. When we take the practical aspect of it, you will understand and understand better. Okay, so for now, stay blessed, stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. Don't you forget. Keep learning because it is the only thing that you can use your lifetime for. If you don't learn, then I don't know what else you will do with your life. It is very, very important. You learn, then you earn. Okay, you learn, and then you earn. So please and please again, you take note of this. Thank you. Bye bye. Stay blessed. Okay.